Social media is a double-edged sword. The same rope they pull you up with can be the very rope they hang you with. So I think at times you have to drown out the buzz, negative or positive. Ijiranade Nagatoro-San, or simply Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro, was a hot topic in the spring season. Unfortunately, it received the bad end of social media as it got a lot of negative press for various reasons. The synopsis looked shaky, it was accused of pandering to American meme culture because apparently some haven't heard of the word sus outside of Among Us, and there was some Nagatoro avies that further sullied the reputation of the series with their deviant behavior. The most infamous in my experience being one person on Twitter that decided to dual wield racism and homophobia on some Max Payne shit. Bottom line, while Nagatoro was a series that thrived on social media in its growing popularity, the public opinion of it went in the opposite direction. Word on the street was that Nagatoro was 2 packs of ass.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Fast forward months later, I decided to look into Nagatoro-San to see what I think of it, so I watched all of the anime and read up to the latest chapter, and my final verdict is, y'all lied about Nagatoro-San. The plot of Nagatoro is simple. You have our male MC Naoto, commonly referred by as Senpai, who initially is bullied by our main heroine, Nagatoro. However, in these acts of bullying, Senpai and Nagatoro's relationship deepens as time goes on. Nothing groundbreaking, alright? Where the issue lies is the oversimplification of Nagatoro-san's plot. When I first heard the synopsis with no other context to it, I'm thinking Nagatoro's an asshole, Senpai's a punk, and I'm not gonna like either one of them. Plus, why would I give a fuck about a rom-com anime when its foundation stands on bullying? And that's where everyone fucked up at, the way the word bullying is loosely utilized. If I made a tier list of anime bullies with the pool featuring Bakugo from My Hero, Ueno from A Silent Voice, Sarina from My Whole Shoujo site, you'll quickly see that Nagatoro shouldn't be in the same breath as these characters. Why? Well, for one, Nagatoro isn't malicious in nature. There is a side of Nagatoro that enjoys Senpai's reactions to her bullying, but she isn't actually sadistically tormenting him. If anything, Nagatoro a lot of the time aims to break Senpai out of his comfort shell through her pestering, which leads me into my second point. What Nagatoro does to Senpai, I would not consider bullying. When you hear the word bullying, there is a serious and negative connotation attached to it. I'm talking wedgies, stuffing people into lockers, a good classic ass whooping. That's what I think of when I hear bullying. What Nagatoro does, however, would best be described as teasing. Nagatoro bothers Senpai, no doubt, but probably the worst thing you could say about her is that she's annoying. That's about it. I also think the art of the series hurts its perception because it gives you big hentai vibes. This is a hard thing to describe, so unless you've also watched or read some hentai, you're not going to know what I mean. What's most identifiable in Nagatoro-san's art and a lot of hentai are the facial expressions, like this. And this isn't a baseless claim because the mangaka of Nagatoro-san has done hentai doujin before, and while I'm sure a lot of mangaka did, his is wild, like to say the least. But regardless, just to put a bow on this topic, Nagatoro isn't a series where the title, synopsis, and even art style reflects what you'll get from it. It's mad misleading. When I first watched the anime of Nagatoro-san, I was surprised at how wholesome it really was. The best example of this I could give you without any major spoilers is a scene that happened pretty early on. Senpai is sitting at a table with Nagatoro's friends, Yoshi and Gamo. These two observe Senpai for a bit, and seeing how uncomfortable he is around them, they pretty much mark him as an easy lick. Yoshi and Gamo make fun of him, and in that you can see the difference between what they're doing and what Nagatoro does. Nagatoro has boundaries in how far she'll poke fun at Senpai, boundaries that her friends lack. Thus, seeing that her friends were crossing the line, Nagatoro actually defends Senpai's honor by checking her friends. I think that scene was a great showing that this series would remain to be good fun. The bullying of Senpai wouldn't be taken to a serious level, so the tone is consistently lighthearted. All of what I just said doesn't mean that Nagatoro-San can't be viewed as trash to you. I'm only tackling the criticisms aimed at Nagatoro-San that makes a lot of people not even want to try it. I'm sure there are and will be a lot of people that give Nagatoro-San a chance and find they don't really fuck with it, and that's fine. I don't think it's a great series, but I enjoy it, and I think it should have an opportunity for others to appraise it based on its actual content, not by what random people on Twitter are claiming it to be. And this statement is applicable to a lot of other series. If I listen to Kaiji merchants on how Kakegurui is such a terrible gambling manga, I wouldn't have had fun reading that series and talking about it. So I hope that what you'll take away from this video is form your own opinions by giving this series and other series a fair shot and see what you think about it. And that's all I wanted to say. I'm Satsuki the Savage, people, and I am out.
Tasting your soul, you're not in control, just giving you goals. Scared of your past, the future is closed. The start is the end is a start. They both are the same, can't tell them apart. Nigga, that's cuz the intro was the outro.